So Godzilla 2 looks awesome now. Snippity snap, Sammy boy, Godzilla trailer, let's talk about that. Okay, so Comic-Con is happening and we got a Godzilla 2 trailer out of it. Personally, I thought we weren't getting a trailer, but we do, and it was freaking great, and I liked it! Ah! This isn't gonna be an immediate official thoughts video because I kinda sorta already did that in the live stream I just did, but at the time of this video, I just did a live stream, so you can check that out for a more official reaction. But whatever, we got ourselves a friggin' litty trailer for Godzilla 2, and I'm gonna dissect it right now. So with the trailer start, we have Eleven standing on a building, and she is basically being surrounded by this gigantic storm, which is friggin' sick, and she runs inside the building. Hopefully she survives. Then we get some dialogue saying stuff like, oh, the monsters are created to purge humanity or something like that. Then we get this cool shot of Godzilla using his atomic breath sort of as like a communication device. Like his back is glowing a bit. That's cool. I like that. Then we see King Ghidorah in the friggin' ice, and Ghidorah looks friggin' sick. I really like the design they're going with the head, with a bunch of like the spiky boys. And it's obvious that this is in Antarctica. Then we see a giant destroyed city, which is clearly San Francisco due to the, the tall guy. Then we get a shot of Eleven leaning towards Mothra, who I'm assuming is in her larva form. And if this is Imago Mothra, then I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, okay, the design for the head is fine. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. Like, the head is way too circular for my liking. And there isn't the beak thing that Mothra has. I'm calling it a beak. The eyes are really little, and overall, it's okay. It's fine. It's passable. Then we get an awesome shot of Godzilla rising out of the ocean. We saw this in the first leaked images. And, we saw Godzilla rising out of the ocean, firing his atomic breath in the epic call to arms that we have been talking about for over a week now. Then we get a shot of Mothra opening up her wings, which, holy crap, that looks friggin' sweet. Now, earlier there were a lot of people talking about how Mothra had sort of this bioluminescence to her, but now we can see that in action, and it looks so much prettier in person, personally. Then we get the exploding volcano and Rodan emerging straight from it, being a fiery son of a gun. And Rodan personally is my favorite of the three monsters out of all of these trailers. Rodan just looks like an absolute unit, and he looks ready to friggin' annihilate some people. So we get some shots of people being like, oh, you're insane, and then we get Rodan flying over this town and just annihilating it. And then we see Rodan just flying around, causing some devastation in what I'm assuming is Washington, D.C., because I don't know about you, but that looks like the Capitol building. And this is just the apocalypse. It's hell on earth, man. It looks sweet. It is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Nah, I'm kidding. But it's cool though. Then we get the shot of Eleven with a monster behind her, which a lot of people are saying that's Ghidorah. Personally, I'm not sure who it is. It could be Godzilla because Godzilla in this timeline is stated to have yellow eyes, so that could be him, but if it is Ghidorah, that's cool. Then we get some more shots of things happening. We get some shots of Rodan fighting against military people up in the sky. Some shots of Rodan flying around, his wings touching the ocean, which is sick. Then we get a shot of Ghidorah opening up his wings, just descending in the city, which I don't know what city it is, but it has to be some form of city, right? I don't know. I'm liking where they're going with Ghidorah. I like what they're doing. The wings are massive, the heads are appropriately sized. Just everything about this design is just aesthetic. Then we have some finale shots to close everything off. We have Rodan using like a thunderclap thing and just ascending up into the sky. Best monster, hands down. We have people climbing up some temples, some shocked reactions, and Eleven staring at Godzilla as he roars with jets and birds flying around him, and the title of Godzilla, King of the Monsters, is shown, and yes. Just yes. This trailer was friggin' litty, my guys. I know I've been saying I've been a bit pessimistic, and that's mostly just because people might be overhyping it and might be disappointed in the movie, which I don't personally want people to be disappointed in it, but what I see from it so far, I like of it. Godzilla King of Monsters has been getting just a massive marketing campaign starting up lately, and it's great to see that, you know, the trailer is... These characters being treated right. Michael Dougherty, thumbs up, you're treating these characters friggin' litty. Like, yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff we've been learning about the monsters thanks to things like the Monarch Sciences website, which gave us a lot of cool stuff regarding the monsters. So we have a bunch of just Godzilla monster related stuff on the Monarch Sciences website. We have 3 Monarch signs that we know for a fact can be opened up. We have the Mothra one in China, the Rodan one in Mexico, and the Ghidorah one in Antarctica. And all of those have given us some really cool information about all 3 of the monsters. Like, for instance, we know that this Mothra is friggin' short. She's only 52 feet, and her wingspan is 803 feet. As for Rodan, we know a friggin' lot about Rodan and his things. Like, for example, we know that he, in nature, is biovolcanic. Basically, he's essentially a living volcano, and he can fly. So he's a flying volcano. Rodan, personally, is my favorite out of the 3 monsters because they're using fan service in the ways that they're incorporating into the monster and making it new and exciting, basically. Rodan in his original film came out of a volcano, and this time he is a volcano. Like, okay, that is cool. I like that. Yes, Monsterverse, this is what I've been wanting. Do more new stuff with your monsters. Yes. And then you have Ghidorah, who is also bioelectrical, which that's cool. So we know that he can shoot, you know, gravity beams. It's said that whenever he flaps his wings, he basically just tears a hole in the stratosphere, which basically just means the apocalypse whenever he flies around, which might be what this is representing. And not to mention in all 3 of these, we get some pretty neat images for the 3 different colors. We got green, which is basically ease of access to anyone, yellow, which is also ease of access to anyone, then red, which was leaked thanks to the absolute unit Whalezilla. So green is basically just these mural depictions of all the monsters, then yellow is the cave paintings, and then red is basically either old pictures describing the monsters or just like thermal pictures describing them. So that's cool. So, has all this recent information regarding Godzilla 2, has this changed my mind on the movie as a whole? Yes. With Rodan especially being marketed as a living volcano, my hype levels for this movie have, needless to say, gone up. And I'm very much excited to see where this movie goes in the future. But what do you guys think of all this new Godzilla 2 stuff? Do you think it's good, trash, or somewhere between? Either way, this is Sam the Gagget fan telling you guys that Rodan is an absolute unit, and remember to wash your hands.